Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Debt-Free Farm Life Challenge with me, Simulation for the Nation. I hope you are all doing wonderfully well today. It is the New Year's Day, 1st of January at time of recording. This is going to be an episode that replaces the live stream that usually happens on a Sunday. But today, we're in a kind of hybrid field here really, a bit of agroforestry if you will. We have got our poplars in the middle. We're just taking off the final bit of our harvest for the autumn. This is our spring barley, which we're just finishing off. Got the headlands to do really, and just to kind of take the edge off. The reason we did this was just to kind of cover the cost of the planting of the poplars, and it also allows us to get into the field really. And when we come in with to harvest this poplar crop, we're going to be in a bit easier position to do so really. So that's pretty much all we're looking into. As you can see there, we have got the yield's not too bad considering I'm only a quarter of a way around the field, and I've got my trailer parked up on the far side there as well, so we don't need to use a tractor. We'll get this all into here, I'm quite confident of that, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're finally into it. It is the 4th day of autumn. We were late starting this morning because the weather was quite damp. Which meant the crops just weren't harvestable really, so we had to wait for it to dry out a little bit. Fortunately we've had no rain, so it is just all dew really at the moment, but rain is supposed to start coming in very soon though. So what we want to try and do here is get ourselves all buttoned up and ready to roll as quickly as possible, get all of any of our groundwork of our own to be done completed as soon as we can. That way when the weather does hit, we're kind of covered for it really. So that's what we're going to be trying to achieve. As we just get around there, we just cut ourselves into the corner a little bit here. There we go. There's just about 2 headlands with the with this combine header. Just about 2 headlands all the way around there, which will do us. Like I say there, we're not too focused on getting a large amount of barley off here. It wasn't aimed to be drilling a lot of barley here. It was just to really make poplar harvest that bit more achievable. If this is a success, depending upon the cost of the poplars or the price of the poplars when we come to sell those bales, we might look to doing this again. We'll have to wait and see though. But for now, like I say, it's kind of doing its job very well. It looks kind of funky as well, has to be said. What we do need to make sure though, I'm just going to kind of put a cut in here. I don't want to sling the straw out into the poplars because we won't be able to get that to bale it. But that looks okay. After we've done this, we've got 2 drilling jobs on the contract to do. We need to get those ones tucked away, and then that's pretty much just all done on the contracts. We'll get our own work done there as well, and then we might, depending upon how the price continues to grow, we might look at starting to sell some of our silage bales soon, to start bringing some revenue in, but that's a decision that I haven't fully made yet, but we will see. There we go. So you can see it's just a small little strip left up there, and we're currently sitting at about half a tank, so yeah, this might even all go into a 1 hopper, which I kind of thought it may do, but yeah, we just want to make sure that we don't start to squash that crop down there. That's all we need. Looking like at the back there. Perfect. It's even giving us plenty of room to get by with the baler as well to make sure we do get it all. The combine's been wonderful for the work that we've had to put through it. Would maybe, well, if we ever got another 5 or 6 fields, then I'd maybe think about kind of increasing the output and the capacity. But at the moment there, that's not necessary. And even with the contract jobs there, we got our work done pretty quickly. I was quite happy about that. And then through we come. And we're at this stage now where we can nearly afford to pick up a new field. However, I'm wondering if we hang off a little bit and wait just to see what our income's going to be like over the winter months. Because we're at 60,000 now, 66,000. Ideally, we'd like to get a little bit higher there. Obviously, we haven't. I reckon conservatively now, if we sold everything that we had in terms of bales and this barley that we're harvesting, we'd probably be north of 100,000. So we do have revenue We do have get around there. We do have kind of money in the bank, so to speak, but I just want to make sure that we can survive. Now, what we could do is buy that small field that we've been thinking about buying for God knows how long, 107. That would allow us to get that all worked over and ready for planting in the spring, and that's only about 70,000, so that's definitely an option there. One thing with that field though, it's sunk cost straight away. There's no combinable crop off there to begin with, which is a little less desirable. So we got stuff around. Perfect. And through we go. It's going to be left with this little odd bit in the corner here, but that's fine. That trailer. I'm thinking we might just go and sell it straight off as well. Get some money coming in for it. Why the heck not? A little bit of a kick out there. There we go. Yeah, what I want to try and avoid is the swath going too close. That's why we'll put a little bit of a kick in there as well, I think. I don't want that straw swath going into the poplars, because when we come to Bale, that we will of course have to flatten that out, which would not be ideal. So yeah, the other option of course, like I say, is that field 103 is looking attractive as well. I think that's a little bit less money than 107, but it does follow the principle of buying the field that connects onto our land, so that would work. It would be really nice if we can get 107, 108 and 125 at some point. Okay, and then that is that bit done. Just like that. And what I think we'll do is we'll just nick up this way. 84% full already, which is not too bad, off 2 small headlands really there, so I'll take that. Let's go. That's not too bad at all there. And what has been a very mild autumn here on Greenwich Valley for ourselves. It hasn't rained once really for us since we got the combine out, which is, well, frankly unheard of really in the UK. But we need to run with that, and like I say, we need to start getting our own ground drilled. We're going to work on our crop rotation today as well, get a plan all figured out for that before we start getting too much work done. We also did finish a contract over at field 12, so we need to go over there and pick up the cases up there with the cultivator on the back, so we need to go and bring that home so that we can just kind of see how, get that back, put the drill on, and then we can get ready to start drilling our own ground really, amongst other things. Get around there. Okay, so we'll see what we can get done with this. Get that spout out there as well. Around we go. Excellent stuff. So I don't expect too many bales off here once again either, but it is all money at this stage, and it's all money that we cannot turn down, so we'll definitely take those, get them all set up as well. Our shed's looking quite full, like I said, of bales, so we're really just waiting for that high demand to come through. It should be great. Machinery wise, the winter's probably not going to see us buy any more equipment, I don't think, anytime soon. We've got enough, we've got everything that we need to really crack on. There is also a slight option that there's some grass I could merely bale. If I get a nice day of weather tomorrow, I might try and make some more silage. But I'm not sure what that weather's going to look like. I know we've got rain on the card somewhere, so. But that is certainly an option. Elsewhere as well, like I say, we'll be getting a worker to get on with cultivating. I think we're going to try and stick the The cultivator is going to require a little bit more power than the drill, I think, so the cultivator might for now stay on the case, and we might stick the drill onto the John Deere. See how it goes on there. Should just have enough to power it, and if it does, then that will be wonderful, and that means we can really get cracking on there. But for now, that is harvest done for the year. Whoop, too far. Excellent stuff. So we'll need to get the combine's got a little bit of servicing required there. We'll get that back, we'll get it washed over, we'll get it stuck into the yard there, all will be looking good. But for today, we're just going to empty this tank out and leave it here, I think. Let's just drive back a little bit, fill the rear of the trailer up. But yeah, that turned out quite well, I'm quite impressed with that. There we go. I'm also just going to try and park out the way of the baler here. I really think I should put a gateway in right there as well at some point. That can be another job to do. Particularly when it comes to trying to lead straw out of here, because that's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, what we are going to do now though, come back up to the yard. So this field needs to be worked over. This one here, like I say, this is the next one to buy. This has been a failed crop of potatoes here for as long as we've been in the area, so that's a bit of a concern. But this one would be a good one to buy because it's bigger and it backs straight onto our yards as well. But like I say, the cost implications there are pretty big. It's about another 40,000 on top of field 107. So if we get 107 at some point, I could knock 106 and 107 in together. But let's get rid of that guy there. Wonderful news. We're going to take this, and before we do that, let's have a look at our crop rotation. Save that. So we haven't got the setup actually yet. So what we're going to do, let's go. The first crop that we had was a wheat crop. So that can be rotation 1. So that can be for all of the fields that we use harvested this year. So wheat crop, we might go. Let's go for a canola crop. Interesting. Okay, we'll go for canola. Usually that would be the other way around, but hey ho. Let's stick a barley in there. And then this one will be for the grass fields that we've ploughed out and for the first crops here. So that one will go into a... That one was grass. And then we'll go into a... What if we go into a canola next? No, we'll go into a wheat next. Go into a barley. Barley, canola, and then a wheat. Wonderful. And then so that was... I wonder if we put some... Okay. Grass, barley, canola, wheat. Soybeans don't do very well either. I think with grass, you can make quite a good crop off there, so it's definitely worth considering. Let's try that. Okay, okay. So they're all done, crop rotations are done. We're gonna head on up now to the field number 12, which is now gonna be ready for drilling as well, actually. But we're not looking for that today. That contract hasn't come through yet anyway. Today we're looking to get our own work going, I think. We'll bring that back down. We'll get the baler out. We'll get those fields built up with the John Deere there, just so we can say that the baling's done. Get the baler tucked away for the year as well. And that way, we're really kind of got everything ironed out, really. Perfect stuff. So I hope you've all had a wonderful start to your new year as well. Whatever you've been getting up to, whatever you did for New Year, I hope you celebrated in style. Do let us know down below what you did for it, what you're doing on FS as well, where you're working. Between the time of recording and the time that this will be released, there may well be a update for the year coming out on the channel. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure you go back and figure that one out, see where it is. And yeah, a few things that we might just kind of review on how we went for the year. Aims and expectations moving forward, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going all the way up to the very top. I do like having this gate now, I've said it before, but it's just nice to be able to have a vehicle that I can ping around the map on. Would like to get a little trailer for this. Past we go. Had Oxygen David in the live stream chat recently talking about Sandy Bay. The traffic on there looks like it's going to be exciting. I know the traffic on the motorway is going double the default speed, so that's going to be interesting to see. Surely going to have to be careful with those guys. Okay, we're looking good there though. Okay, and in the corner here is the tractor parked up. Excellent stuff. That just look majestic. Up it goes. Wonderful stuff. So, we're going to look to take this back down. Get that thing on. Follow me. And away we go. I have also downloaded, I'm yet to use it, but I have downloaded the mower by 4D Modding, which we might look at trading both of our mowers in to get that one because it's spectacular. Really, it does look stunning, and we'll see how that one looks. But I need to figure out, get into game, see the cost of it, and see if that's going to actually work out. But boy, oh boy, does it look good. It really, really does. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll get this back down to the yard there, we'll come back to you then and we'll figure out the next few steps for us really, and get some wheels moving, I think. Well folks, in what seemed like an absolute eternity, we are back. Got stuck behind some awfully slow cars, but what we're going to do is stick the Crone onto the John Deere once again. A little bit of straw left in there as well, and we're going to get those few bales knocked out of that field that we just cut, and then we can happily and finally say that that is all done. Now what we might do to no, we should be fine, we'll go this way. Now this will be a good test to see if I actually need to get a new gate put in here. If I can get in with the baler, then that's not too bad, but yeah, new gate straight through there wouldn't be the worst thing in the world at all. Yeah, we've got those guys stacked up, and then that is just done. I also like the idea of putting a little bridge into here, so I might just see if I can find one to stop us from going through there every time. that little gate post there is always a pain. It's quite hidden. I missed it, I think so. I missed it, but the Bale did not. Brilliant. The collision on the... So what we'll do here, we'll just do this. There we go. Alright then, get the gate shut. Perfect, and off we go. So we're going to continue to get this all baled up there. We may even look to getting those stacked up as we go. But like I say, it's not going to be 2 million here anyway. And it should lead to a nice little few extra bales in the shed there. Get us a little bit of money when the time comes to sell them. But we'll leave it here for now anyway, so thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed the latest episode of the Debt Free Farm Live Challenge. Not so live today because we're not able to stream as it being Sunday. But we will see you in the next one. So until then, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always. If you haven't done so already, do hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to Simulation for the Nation. And we'll see you all later on. Until then, catch you later.